We're delighted to launch our new API portal. Evalue has a long heritage of working with institutional clients, banks, asset managers, benefit consultants, life companies, with our advice and planning engine available to their clients. But now with APIs, we can be much more flexible, working with new partners, working with developers to collaborate on making our tools, our expertise, and all of our advice engine available in a more modern way.
It's an ability to ask a question of a system. In our case, it's all about financial planning and working out what will happen in the future with finances. So that could be, how much is my money worth in 10 years' time? When might my money run out? How much risk am I taking? What's the probability that I might not meet my objective? That is a simple question, but there's a lot of calculations go on behind it. The API allows you to access that without having to do any of the programming.
Well, an API allows you to call our planning and advice engine directly. So if you want to embed a little calculation or create a widget or an app or a tool of any kind, you can do a request and a call to our planning and advice engine, and we'll send something back. So you might want to, I want to forecast my pension here, or I want to, risk rate a fund on my website. It's like, well, just call our engine and we'll do the calculation for you.
First things first, APIs are not new. They're nothing new in the sort of software world. What is more prevalent nowadays is something that's loosely termed as a programmable web, which is a way to provide functionality in a standard way. So, sort of something that's used quite frequently to sort of describe APIs. If you think about a plug socket and plugs, so it's a standard way that somebody can create a device that needs power. They can get that power because there's a standard interface to the wall socket that provides the power. So APIs are similar. They provide a standardized way that you can consume a service, and they're designed for systems and computers and software rather than humans to use.
It's all about the speed, because you could do the calculations before, but the APIs allow you to build, measure, learn, get all of that really quickly, and therefore you can get out a solution very quickly, see what the feedback is, adjust it, and keep adjusting it ongoing. That basically reduces your time to market and still gives you the consistency and robustness in the calculations that you always wanted.
One of the key ways is that the data will be available, and we've seen that a bit with the open banking, and so there'll be new players and existing players able to call and get a wide range of financial data from lots of sources for people and provide some kind of useful service. So you get people creating new useful services that provide some sort of overall display or an overall service, or advice service, looking at someone's holistic financial life, and whatever people can make out of that, they'll provide something that's really useful to the end user, I think, and that could be key. That's what I think.
Okay, so if we think about what is going to change in the financial services through APIs, so we've already have things like open banking, which are introducing new APIs to expose people's functionality to their bank accounts. There's the pensions dashboard, which will hopefully offer APIs for people to use to expose data to their pensions accounts. This is going to enable organisations to build their own APIs, consume other organisations' APIs, amalgamate them into new services for consumers, even new APIs that offer new functionality. And this is going to fairly substantially change the financial service industry in the future.
I think it's going beyond the calculations. You'll basically be looking at not just the numbers, but also a way of displaying those numbers. So components, widgets, whatever you want to call them, it's all about how you then display that more easily. That again reduces the time that you need in order to develop it and allows you to get out there really quickly.
Right, so we've got our API portal and we've made available at the moment about 16 specific APIs up there. that people can call, and we're looking at rolling out more of our calculations from our planning and advice engine onto that portal. At the moment, someone could call via a SOAP API, all kinds of calculations, which it's got a development burden on their side, and we're just looking to add these RESTful APIs and simplify them and add to that list and incorporate more of the calculations we have onto that so it's available.
Further standardization of interfaces to make them even more easily to consume. Services, then interfaces built on top of other interfaces. And you're going to see, and we're already seeing services that offer AI type functionality, machine learning, big data, so you can already consume APIs now where you can give it a picture and it'll tell you what that is a picture of. You're going to see much more of that spreading through the industry to enable devices like Alexa to become even more powerful, integrate with other systems more seamlessly. So that is really the future of APIs.
So this is a new chapter for Evalue. We're delighted to launch our new API portal. We'd invite everyone to have a look, explore, experiment, give us your feedback. What would you like to see next? We're very, very enthusiastic to develop this further, see what works, see what we could tweak, and we look forward to working with you.